name's Holli Hickman. I graduated in 2017 from the Caulfield campus. It was really cool. I just got to kind of do what I love with people I loved, which was amazing. And just getting to work with the incredible facilities that Caulfield have, and the lighting departments, and the tech, and how they train up the students to do that as well. You were working with your peers, but you were producing something of like a professional standard. So it was a really cool opportunity, and something that I think is quite unique to Caulfield, which is amazing. So when I graduated, I went to full-time dance for 2 years. And while I did that, I studied to become a personal trainer and Pilates instructor, and really developed a love for health and wellness kind of on that journey. After I finished the full-time study, I didn't go into pursuing dance as a career, but it kind of honed in work ethic and also how much I wanted to pursue health and wellness, and movement particularly. So bit of a different pathway. So I continued to teach Pilates while I went to uni and did a Bachelor of International Business at Monash, which I did through COVID. Kind of a blessing and a curse to smash out a degree and come out on the other side with one. I did it in 2 years, which was great. And then towards the end of my degree, you have to do an internship through, it's a requirement of Monash. And I applied to about 12 different kind of health and wellness industry-based locations, knowing I wanted to do business. And Kick, where I work now, was my #1 priority, but it was a very far-fetched dream. Couldn't get any responses. It's not like I got no's, which I was prepared for. I just got nothing, and I wasn't prepared for that at all. And so I kind of dug my heels in, did a lot of research online and networking, and was able to find a contact number, which I just texted an elevator pitch. I didn't know who it was. I didn't know if it was the business, but I sent them an elevator pitch and just said, hey, this is what I can offer. I'm so passionate about what you guys do. I would love to intern with you guys, and was lucky enough to be their first intern. As soon as I finished my internship, I started full-time work there in the marketing department, but developing a love for product and the engineering kind of management, I guess, side of things. And I'm now a product owner at Kick, which is dream job, and I'm super, super grateful to be able to do it. It's a job I didn't even know existed, actually, until I started at Kick, I'll be honest. But basically what I do is I hero and champion the customer voice and vision. So I have to get feedback through data analytics and through surveys and through working directly with our consumers to work out what they want. And once I have kind of done that, it's my job to take it to the stakeholders and then project manage engineers and designers to produce features within our product or within our app that are going to solve user problems or help them move better or feel their body better. So it allows me to combine those passions still in a different way that I didn't think was possible. But yeah, it's just working a lot with great people, which I love and I'm really, really happy to do. I think the biggest challenge I've kind of overcome now, but it was actually navigating what I wanted to do. I knew that health and wellness was a passion. I knew I liked instructing, and I still do that on the side just because I love it. But I knew that I wanted to go down a business pathway, and I also knew I wanted to go down a management pathway, and that's really challenging when the reason I wanted to do that was because I love people and I love the psychology behind how people work. But as a young person, you need so much experience to be able to do that well. And so you need to go through jobs where you're managed, not the manager, to kind of learn. And so I think I found it really challenging to know the end goal, but not know the pathway. And I'm really lucky that at Kick, I was able to kind of navigate that. And being a startup, small business, I was able to watch what other people were doing and kind of work super closely, even though I was in the marketing team, with the head of engineering, who he has facilitated so much of my learning and kind of helped me along the way and let me fail to learn. So I think while there are a lot of day-to-day challenges with like not knowing what I'm doing, because I don't think anyone knows what they're doing, I think the biggest challenge I've, for now, overcome was, working out how to kind of combine all my passions. I think the advice I would give to the students that are graduating, there's probably two things. The first thing is that kindness goes such a long way in every industry you think you're going to be in. I think there were a lot of things at school where the connections that I made, I was able to withstand and utilize down the line, because that kindness, obviously kindness is amazing because it makes people happy and it doesn't hurt to be kind, but it also gets around, and not being kind gets around as well. So I think that would be the first thing, would be to really spread your kindness and be nice to everyone, no matter whether they're in your school environment or outside of it, because somehow everything gets around. And the opportunities you get, I feel like a lot of the time they are because you had the right connections and you were there for someone, and they'll be there for you. So I think, yeah, that kindness thing is a very, very important thing to me, and a very important lesson I've learned now that I'm where I am. And I think the other thing would be, and it's something Caulfield really taught me well, was to be very deliberate, but not perfect. I think working consistently hard at something, even if you don't know that it's going to be your calling in 10 years' time, it still builds work ethic and it builds knowledge, and you don't know where that knowledge is going to come into play. I would never have known where Pilates instructing would help me as a product owner for an app, but they have a way of intertwining and it all makes sense. So I think, and Caulfield really encourages that, to really put your hard work into everything that you love and that you want to pursue, and kind of trust the process and know that it will come out in the end, and that you don't have to be perfect on that process. So yeah, that'd be my 2 pieces of advice.